Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of TREC Conversations. And today we have with us a couple that needs no introduction in the real estate industry, Mr. Chitrak Shah and Ms. Dipali Shah. Mr. Chitrak Shah is the co-founder and managing director at Shivalik Group. With 2 decades of construction history, he holds a vision of changing the skyline of Ahmedabad city. He is a fitness enthusiast, follower of minimalism, and firmly believes in giving back to the city and nature, for which he is working on making all his projects green and sustainable. Ms. Dipali Shah has passion for designing and started her career as a women wear designer in 2012 and established Dipali Shah label, which she continued for 10 years. She is now part of the family business at Shivalik Group, where she is looking for new business ventures and currently working on developing real estate education programs. Let's dive into the conversation with Mr. and Mrs. Chitrak Shah. Welcome Chitrak bhai, Dipali bhai to our office for this TREC conversation.
Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you.
Right. Chitrak bhai, I just need to give you this credit on the screen that this TREC conversation thought process had started in lockdown with the first interview that you encouraged me to take with our common friend Hemang. And that Insta Live was very huge success. After that, I did with a lot of developers as well. And after lockdown was over, we stopped doing it for some time. But the momentum was so much and people were asking about it. We started this literally branding TREC conversation as a brand for this interview series. And since then, we are getting some phenomenal response for this conversation. So credit goes to you for this whole thing.
Thank you. Joya, it was wonderfully crafted.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to just start asking you some questions. Chitrak bhai, tamari real estate journey. Everybody knows you in the market. There is no introduction required. But how you started? It's been 20 years. Tame real estate business macho. Tamari journey thodi, if you can say.
When I was in school, after completion of my 12th standard, I joined office. So father was into the stock market. And stock market ત્યારે NSE recently આવ્યું હતું, SEBI આવ્યું હતું અને we were into the arbitration. And I joined office. તો 6-1 મહિના મેં કર્યું, મને બહુ મજા ના આવી. Because mindset પહેલેથી એવું હતું કે આમ ક્લીન એકદમ ફોકસ હતું કે એક વસ્તુ પહેલાં લેવાની, બીજી વસ્તુ પછી લેવાની, પેલી જે લીધી છે એ વેચવાની, પછી જ લેવાની. That was a very much clear mind. ને સ્ટોક માર્કેટમાં એવું ના હોય.
Correct.
You buy at one go અને પછી ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી પ્રમાણે યુ ડુ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન્સ. મને ખબર નથી પડતી, મજા નથી આવતી, એ બધું ક્લમ્ઝી લાગે, માઇન્ડ સ્ટેબલ ના રહે. એટલે આફ્ટર 6 months આઈ વોઝ નોટ ક્લિયર કે આ શું કરીએ શું નહીં. અને એઝ ધેટ એજ આઈ વોઝ નોટ ક્લિયર ઓલ્સો કે કયું ડિરેક્શનમાં જવાનું. અને બિકોઝ ઓફ ધ સેબી અને NSE અને આર્બિટ્રેશનના બધા જે નોર્મ્સ બધા આવ્યા, સો ડેટ થોટ કે ધીસ ઇઝ નોટ ધ ગુડ બિઝનેસ ઓલ્સો ફોર ધ કિડ્સ. અને આપણું જે મેઇન એક્સપર્ટાઇઝ હતી એ એક્સપર્ટાઇઝ કદાચ ધીરે ધીરે સેન્ટ્રલ સ્ટોક એક્શનના કારણે ઓછી થઈ જશે.
ઓકે.
સો ઇમિડિયેટલી વન ઓફ અ ગુડ ફ્રેન્ડ હેઝ સજેસ્ટેડ કે તમે રિયલ એસ્ટેટ કરો, બિકોઝ વી વર ઇન્વેસ્ટિંગ ઇન સમ ઓફ અધર ડેવલપર્સ. તો રિયલ એસ્ટેટ કરો, દેટ્સ હાઉ વી સ્ટાર્ટેડ. અને દેન આઈ સ્ટાર્ટેડ એઝ અ ટ્રેની એટ સાઇટ, જે સંજય ટાવર કરીને પહેલાં હતું,
ઓકે,
ફ્રોમ માય કોલેજ ડેઝ. અને હું આઈ થિંક કલાક એક જવું ત્યાં કોલેજ, અને પછી 4-5 કલાક ટ્રેનિંગ લેવા જતો હતો સાઇટ પર.
અને તમારો પ્રોજેક્ટ નહોતો?
તમારો?
અચ્છા, ઓકે, ઓલરાઈટ.
That was the first project.
Okay.
So I was training at site.
Right.
અને બાકી ફાધર ઓફિસથી ઓપરેટ કરતા હતા. Till 5 years, 2001 સુધી હું સાઇટ પર હતો. So 5 years I was training. અને after 2001 I shifted to office.
Right.
અને પછી અલગ અલગ ડિફરન્ટ પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ કર્યા, અલગ અલગ નામે કર્યા. એવું થયું કે અલગ અલગ નામ કરવા કરતાં let's start with the one brand. So that we chosen one name કે અલગ અલગ કરતા શિવાલિક કરીને. That's then 2001 શિવાલિક born.
Right. So, and Chitrak, you અત્યારે the skyline of Ahmedabad is filled with your projects. And at the moment also there is unbelievable amount of projects that are going on. તમે આટલા બધા પ્રોજેક્ટ એક સાથે મેનેજ કરો છો. How do you manage to, કારણ કે generally speaking developers 1-2 પ્રોજેક્ટ ચાલતા હોય, 1-2 પૂરા થાય પછી બીજા 2 ચાલુ તો કરે. તમારું group is very aggressive with construction. How do you manage all this?
Our main focus is to train the staff and guide the staff, not to do day-to-day transactions. Because જો મેં અમારી ટીમ નેક્સ્ટ ટ્રેનને ટ્રેન નહીં કરીએ ને તો બધા ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન અમારે કરવા પડશે. દે આર એક્સપર્ટ ગેટિંગ ધેમ ઓન બોર્ડ. અને પછી એ લોકોને ગાઈડ કરીએ કે ધીસ હેઝ ટુ બી ડન, આ પેટર્નમાં કરો, આ રિધમમાં કરો, તો ધીસ ગાઈઝ કેન ટેક ડિસિઝન.
Right.
અને અમારે ખાલી મોનિટર જ કરવાનું હોય. That's how we do. So expansion, scaling, monitoring અને જ્યાં જ્યાં બી frictions થતા હોય એ frictionsને આપણે resolve કેવી રીતે કરીને આને betterment કેવી રીતે કરીએ, that is the focus. તો એ
Correct.
સ્ટાફર્સ કામ કરે. You just have to hire the new
So training and
experts.
delegation, and I can see in your team, तुम्हारी team says lately भी बहुत expand थई लीजिए. There's a lot of nice professionals that are working with you,
Right.
and they seem to be very well trained also. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Dipali, when I'll come to you, ask you this question. Firstly, you have been having this brand of Dipali Shah for the traditional, the women dressing, and that was quite a thing. You continued that for like 10 years. So how did you get into that? तुम्हारी journey केवी रही so far?
So that is when I got married. At that point, we were more into shopping, and at that time, I created this my hobby of designing and everything. And then from there, it goes on, and the glamour. All the girls who are in that age loves the glamour and everything. So it's get created and everything. I started creating my designs, and so from that time till 5 years, I just created. I just learned everything how this market work, and after 5 years, we decided to start a gallery.
Okay.
So after starting a gallery, how the market works, what is the demand, and how the people buy what are there. So that gap we need to know, and gap was like gowns. So gowns were not available during that time in Ahmedabad.
Right.
So then we decided. So I was just talking. I always share whatever my thought with Chitrak, and Chitrak told me, okay, you have to search what is not available, and then you can start. So that will be the USP, and you will be like get into the point, so people will know, okay, this is the best thing what is available over here.
Got it.
So then we decided, okay, gowns are not available. So when people want to buy a gown, they have to travel outside, and then they get it. So I thought, okay, this is the best time to start the gown. So I started my designing and my label and the name of, okay, I only design the gowns.
Okay.
Specialization in only one thing.
Right.
That is the gown. So this way my whole journey started. And then again, after 2 years of EG, I started a gallery. And then after that, 2 years getting an experience, and then I started the Dipali Shah, my label.
Nice. So you truly found your passion in your work. Like
Yeah.
whatever you are passionate about, that is literally shopping. You converted that into the work. So you do not feel like you're working then, right? Nice. And absolutely, in that days, the 10 years back, there was absolute vacuum of Western dressing for
Dresses,
Ahmedabadi women. Because generally speaking, our traditional dressing was freely available, but Western clothing
Western
was
is
not
not
so much
available.
available for women.
Yeah, so anyways, the gowns were taking up, and people were more into the gowns, the Western culture. So at that time, that gap was the designers were not designing the gowns. So that was the best stage where I started the gowns.
Nice. And now you've transitioned into Shivalik full time.
Yeah.
So tell us about that journey and that story, how you're doing it, managing it, so on.
Now I have just started working in the Shivalik. I mean to say that because I'm not used to. So I started. We're coming with an education line, and I'm more interested because initially, before 18 years, I was into education. So now again, I want to start an education line. So that's why we are coming up with the real estate related to the real estate education institute. We are opening it, so where we will give the knowledge about what's the new in the real estate, what is real estate, the process of real estate.
Right. And I'm sure that is also a huge vacuum in the market right now. Because there is no professional training institutes for real estate, hardly any. I know NK sir was running Reshma at some point in time. Probably there is still going on with it at certain level. And with a professional, and from what I understand, you are not going to only focus on real estate construction, but also real estate sales and marketing and so on, which is absolutely great for the whole city, I think.
Yeah, when we were researching about that, so we came to know that all studies which is related to real estate is all about the entrepreneur, all about the finance, all about the theoretical base.
Right.
Not on the practical base and not on the process of the real estate.
Correct.
So this thing what we realized, and so we thought it's better to teach them the process of real estate rather than giving them the theoretical knowledge and giving them the financial knowledge. The process is a bit difficult. So if once they understand the process, then that makes their life very easy.
Correct.
in this business.
Correct. Chitrak bhai, I'll come back to you. One thing about your structures, Shivalik na jitla buildings se market ni andar, they seem to be very unique in design. So it is your aspiration. It looks like to create structures that are out of the box. They are not normal structures. They have certain shape. There's some story behind it and so on. If you want to just say something about it.
So frankly, the thought process of being a developer is to do something
Right.
in the city. Otherwise, खाली पैसा कमावा तो land trading is one of the simplest way.
Correct.
You don't have to do anything. नानी 10x10 ની office માં તમે operate કરો અને
Correct.
કામ પતી જાય.
Correct.
But that is not the fascinating. તમને ગમે આજે બી બિઝનેસ જોઈતો હોય તો કાર્ડ આપો then you need a business. અને એ
Correct.
બિઝનેસ જો કરો તો એવી રીતે કરો કે તમને સેટિસ્ફેક્શન થાય, તમારું ક્રિએશન છે સિટીમાં વખણાય.
Correct.
So that is the main point. એટલે દરેક વખતે સ્ટ્રેટ લાઇન બિલ્ડિંગ કરીએ
Right.
it is fine, but
Right.
when we go abroad then we get fascinated કે દુબઈમાં આવું બિલ્ડિંગ જોરદાર છે,
Correct.
ન્યુયોર્કમાં સ્કાયલાઇન સરસ છે. તો અહીંયા એના જે ગવર્મેન્ટના પેરામીટર્સ છે, જે જીડીસીઆરના પેરામીટર્સ છે, એની અંદર જે પોસિબલી બેસ્ટ ફિટ થાય છે એ અહીંયા અમે કરીએ છીએ.
Right.
સો એ જે વેક્યુમ આગળ નવું ક્રિએટ થશે,
Right.
બીકોઝ વી વોન્ટ ટુ હેવ મોર બિલ્ડિંગ્સ. સિટી નીડ્સ મોર બિલ્ડિંગ્સ.
Correct.
સિટી નીડ મોર બેટર ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર.
Right.
તો એના માટેના જે ગેપ ક્રિએટ થાય છે એના માટે અમે રિયલ એસ્ટેટ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ ચાલુ કરીએ છીએ. સો ગેપ છે એ ગેપ પૂરાય અને સિટીની સ્કાયલાઇન ચેન્જ થાય.
Which is brilliant. That's one of the visions that you hold to change the skyline of the city, right? Absolutely. Tame, Chitrak bhai, your journey has been glamorous. Everybody knows you as a very successful entrepreneur. 20 years of journey. Shivalik is such a huge brand. So many buildings standing in the market. So many projects ongoing. પણ ક્યાંક તમે તમારી લાઈફમાં બી કોઈ ફેલિયર્સ બી જોયા છે. You would have seen some failures. So if you can just say, how do you manage failures? And if you can just give an example probably for something like that.
See, failure, every year there is some or other failure. So તમે એને જ પકડીને બેસી રહો ને, then you can't go ahead. તમે જે વસ્તુ કોઈ પર વાગી છે તમે એને જ પિંચ કર્યા કરો, એટલે પેન જ થાય.
Correct.
એને મલમ લગાડીને આગળ વધવું પડે. સો નેક્સ્ટ ફરી વાગશે, ફરી મલમ લગાવો. દેટ્સ હાઉ વી ગ્રો. ઘણા બધા પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ છે એવું લાગે કે આ નથી કામ કરતા તો વી મે હેવ ટુ ઓપ્ટ આઉટ.
Right.
ઘણા બધા બિઝનેસીસ છે,
Right.
ઇન્ક્લુડિંગ રેસ્ટોરન્ટ્સ હતી,
Right.
બીજા બધા નોન કોર બિઝનેસ હતા, ઇન્ક્લુડિંગ દીપાલી શાહ.
Correct.
બધા નોન કોર હતા, નોન રિયલ એસ્ટેટ. એઝ અ ગ્રુપ, એઝ અ પર્સનલ લેવલ પર વી ડિસાઇડેડ બધું ઓપ્ટ આઉટ કરતા જઈએ. એન્ડ ધ ફોકસ ઇઝ ઓનલી વન કે સિટીને સારું કરીએ, સારા બિલ્ડિંગ્સ બનાવીએ અને સારી લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ લોકોને આપીએ.
Right.
સો એના માટે જે બી ઓબ્સ્ટેકલ હતા બધા કાઢતા ગયા. ઇટ વોઝ એક્સપેરિમેન્ટિંગ. એટ ટાઈમ ઇટ વોઝ ફેસિનેટિંગ કે આપણે રોટી કપડા મકાન કરીએ.
Right.
સો કપડા એને કર્યા, રોટી અમે બીજી રીતે કરી,
Right.
મકાન બનાવતા હતા. સો દેટ વોઝ ધ કોમ્બિનેશન કરતા પછી એવું થયું કે લેટ્સ બી એક્સપર્ટ, બીકોઝ અલ્ટિમેટલી છે ને સ્કેલ તમે જોશો તો એક જ કેટેગરીમાં કામ કરતા હો. ઇટ ઇઝ આઈ સે મિનિમલિઝમ સમજો કે એની પેટર્ન સમજો, એક જ કેટેગરીમાં તમે કામ કરતા હો તો એનું ફોકસ વધારે થાય છે અને એ પ્રોબ્લેમ બી સોલ્વ થાય છે લોકો માટે બી, તમારો સ્કેલ બી થાય છે.
Correct.
સો ફેલિયર ઇઝ અ પાર્ટ. મેં ઈ કોમર્સ બી નાનું મોટું કર્યું,
Right.
રેસ્ટોરન્ટ્સ બી કરી. કદાચ અત્યારે આવાવાળા પ્રોજેક્ટ 3-4 પ્રોજેક્ટ છે બીજા, કદાચ વી મે ઓપ્ટ આઉટ કે ભાઈ આ પ્રોજેક્ટમાં પ્રોફિટ નથી મળતો કે વાયબિલિટી નથી આવતી. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ઓલવેઝ ફાઇન. ફેલિયર ઇઝ જસ્ટ લર્નિંગ મોડ.
Right.
યુ કેન કીપ ગોઈંગ અને આગળ વધ્યા કરો.
Wonderful thought. Dipali ma'am, you are wife to Mr. Chitrak Shah. Is a personality of the city. His Instagram has 28,000 followers, right? And you are part of Shivalik family. I'm sure this whole thing comes with a lot of glamour and with a lot of responsibility. So how do you manage this whole that gamut of glamour that comes along
With him.
with him? Well, you know, like you know, his social media is rocking all the time.
I
People
know.
are following him. He's talked about in the city.
Yeah, that's true. But the main thing in this relation is the trust.
Correct.
So we always talk with each other. Like we are like, you know, once we meet, it's like friends initially, and then we got married. So it's like we both every day we both talk with each other. This happens, this happens. So clarity and the trust which develops. That is 18. We are going to complete 18 years. So
Lovely.
that
Wonderful.
so that is very strong.
Right.
So that makes us very compatible, and this is all what keeps the glamour and everything out.
Balanced.
Yeah.
Going. Chitrak bhai, Ahmedabad future real estate, like you know, you want to do so much for Ahmedabad real estate market. How do you see the market evolving in future? What is the future of real estate in Ahmedabad city?
See, across India or across world, if I narrow down, the first market was the China.
Right.
એના પછી the second was the India. હવે there is ચાઇનામાં ડિક્લાઇન ગ્રોથ છે, સો એવરીબડી ઇઝ આઈંગ ઓન ધ ઇન્ડિયા.
Correct.
ઇન્ડિયામાં ગવર્મેન્ટ છે એ ગુજરાતી છે.
Right.
ગુજરાતમાં આટલા બધા બેનિફિટ્સ છે, ઓલિમ્પિક્સ આર ઓન ધ વર્જ ઓફ ફાઇનલાઇઝિંગ, ગિફ્ટ સિટી છે, ધોલેરા છે,
Right.
આ બધું, અને ગુજરાતનું જે ફાઇનાન્સ કેપિટલ છે અમદાવાદ છે.
Correct.
સો એવું સમજો આખું વર્લ્ડ અમદાવાદને જોયું.
Correct.
સો કોઈ બી જગ્યા પર અમદાવાદને કોઈને બી અહીંયા ફેક્ટરી નાખવી હશે, અપાર્ટમેન્ટ જોઈતું હશે, કોઈક કમર્શિયલ એક્ટિવિટીઝ કરવી હશે, તો ધેર બેઝ ઇઝ ધ રિયલ એસ્ટેટ.
Correct.
કશું બી કરો, પ્રાઇસ કદાચ પ્લસ માઇનસ કોઈ વાર 5-10% ઘટે, 5-10% વધે,
Correct.
એ પોઈન્ટ નથી. પોઈન્ટ ઇઝ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ તો આયા જ કરશે.
Right.
અને બધા આખા વર્લ્ડમાં આઈ વુડ સે ઇટ શુડ બી ધ ફાસ્ટેસ્ટ ગ્રોઈંગ સિટી, ઓર એટલીસ્ટ ઇન ટોપ 5 સિટીઝ કે જેનું ગ્રોથ સોલિડ થાય.
Right.
બિકોઝ આટલા બધા પેરામીટર્સ, મેટ્રો છે, BRTS છે,
Correct.
ઓલિમ્પિક્સ છે, નરેન્દ્ર મોદી સ્ટેડિયમ છે,
Correct.
પછી એટલે ધ બિગેસ્ટ થિંગ્સ આર હેપનિંગ ઇન અમદાવાદ.
Gift city included.
ગિફ્ટ સિટી છે જે આજે ઇન્ડિયા અને ગિફ્ટ સિટી, ધેટ્સ હાઉ યુ ઓનલી જસ્ટ હેવ ટુ સે ગિફ્ટ સિટી ઇન્ડિયા.
Correct.
સો ધ બિગેસ્ટ થિંગ્સ આર હેપનિંગ ઇન અમદાવાદ. ધેન કયા એવા ચાન્સીસ છે જે ગ્રોથ ના થાય?
Correct.
સો આઈ વુડ સે આનો ગ્રોથ હજી તો સ્ટાર્ટ થયો છે,
Okay.
એ મલ્ટીફોલ્ડ
Nice.
છે.
Nice. That's very promising. Chitrak bhai, the person, like, a lot of people aspire to be in real estate industry. Real estate on its own is a very glamorous business, whether be a developer, investor. It's a huge capital driven business. If somebody wants to start journey in real estate, what are the avenues? કઈ રીતે કોઈ માણસ real estate ની જર્ની ચાલુ કરી શકે પોતાના કરિયરમાં?
આઈ વુડ સે રિયલ એસ્ટેટમાં ફાઇનાન્સ કરતાં રિસ્કની વધારે જરૂર છે.
Risk taking ability. Correct.
ફાઇનાન્સ તો મેનેજ કરવું પડે. આજે
Right.
ગૌતમભાઈ હોય કે મુકેશભાઈ હોય,
Correct.
એની ડેટ તો એમની બી છે,
Correct.
અને ડેટ વધ્યા જ કરે છે,
Correct.
તો બી દે આર ગ્રોઈંગ.
Correct.
સો ઇટ્સ અ રિસ્ક ટેકિંગ એબિલિટી. અને આટલા બધા સ્ટ્રક્ચર્સ ઇન ટર્મ્સ ઓફ વેરિયેબલ્સ છે, લેન્ડના રેવન્યુના,
Correct.
બિલ્ડિંગના કોઈક ઇસ્યુઝ થાય, ગવર્મેન્ટના કોઈક ઇસ્યુઝ થાય, એના કારણે પ્રોફિટ બી સારા છે.
Right.
જેમ જેમ એ સ્ટ્રક્ચર થતું જશે રિયલ એસ્ટેટ,
Right.
જેમ જેમ કમ્પ્લાયન્સીસ સારા થતા જશે, ગવર્મેન્ટ એને સેફ કરતી જશે,
Right.
તો માર્જિન્સ બી ઘટશે.
Right.
તમે જોશો તો જૂના સ્ટોક માર્કેટમાં બ્રોકર્સના માર્જિન્સ બહુ હતા,
Correct.
અત્યારે ઝીરો બ્રોકરેજ થઈ ગઈ છે
Correct.
ઓલમોસ્ટ. એ રીતે રિયલ એસ્ટેટમાં આપ બી આગળ જઈને માર્જિન ઘટશે,
Correct.
બટ યાર ધ મેઇન પેટર્ન ઓફ ધ રિયલ એસ્ટેટ ઇઝ ધ ટેકિંગ અ રિસ્ક. પૈસા તમને ક્યાંકથી મળી જ જાય છે.
Correct.
તમને કોઈ પ્રોજેક્ટ કરવો હોય, મારી પાસે ફંડ બી ના હોય, મારે પ્રોજેક્ટ કરવો હોય, કાં તો ડિસ્કાઉન્ટ માલ વેચી દેવો પડે સીધું સીધું,
Correct.
ઓર કાં તો પછી મારે ફિક્સ ડેટ પર ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ લેવું પડે,
Correct.
ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ પર ડેટ લેવી પડે.
Correct.
કદાચ 12% ના મળતી તો 14% મળે તો ખરી છે.
Correct.
કદાચ નાનો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરો,
Right.
5-7 ફ્રેન્ડ્સના ભેગા થઈને કરો.
Right.
સો ઇટ્સ જસ્ટ રિસ્ક ટેકિંગ એબિલિટી. તમારે તમારા કમ્ફર્ટ ઝોનની બહાર આવવું પડે,
Correct.
અને તમારે તમારું ઘર છોડવા તૈયાર હો ત્યાં સુધીની કેપેબિલિટી હોય તો બધું જ કરી શકો. ઇટ્સ જસ્ટ યોર માઇન્ડસેટ.
Correct.
ભાઈ બિઝનેસ આવી રીતે જ હોય, અધરવાઇઝ
Right.
જોબ ઇઝ ધ સેફેસ્ટ જોબ.
Sachi. Absolutely. Dipali, tell me this. You are right now a mother, a wife, entrepreneur. How do you manage everything at home right now and balance with Shivalik and work? And it's probably quite a task, but you seem to be doing it very well since you've been working since last 10 years.
Yeah. Nothing, but only just taking care of all the routines every day. And at home, I'm Dipali. That is DCS home. So these both work. My kid and Chitrak works over there.
So you are the person who takes the calls, the shots.
Yes.
Right.
She makes sure કે અમે ઘરે આવીને બહુ કામ ના કરીએ, એટલે કમ્પ્લેન કરીને she breaks down કે પ્લીઝ હવે છોડો, હવે ઘરની લાઈફ બી જીવો.
So that's the reason. So that's balancing everywhere.
Right.
So that is most important in this life, because of the mobile technology everywhere, you are continuously in working with the work and everything.
Correct.
So you have to make some rules. At home you can't do work. Both of us makes the rules. It's like, okay, we don't talk about the work, we don't talk about this thing. So when we are at the home with the kid, we talk general talk way. When we are talking with the Dhiyai, it's like what you have done, what the schooling, what's everything. I'm talking with him also, it's the same. So that keeps the balance. When we are in the office, we always keep, okay, he will always ask me when he is in the office, what's new, what you are going to do, what's today appointment, what's there, how this project has been moving.
Right.
So this is the different scenario in both the places, and that keeps the balance.
So at office he is the boss, at home you are the boss,
Yeah.
which is a perfect balance to strike between husband and wife.
Yeah.
What is Chitrak bhai like? He's at office. We know how him at when he's working. How is he when he's not office? How would you describe Chitrak bhai when he's not working?
When he's not working at home, he's enjoying. He's enjoy each and every minute of his life. Like whatever he is doing, he gives the 100%. When we went for the outside that for a vacation, if you give him bow and arrow, if he's taking it the first time, he makes sure each and every angle and it should go very well. So once we went outside and he was just trying the bow and arrow. So he was trying the first time, and he makes sure that okay, I will try and I will make it that the target is perfect. So and he did it.
That reminds me of the conversation when I had with Taral bhai and Nikita bhai here, and I asked him the rapid fire round, describe Chitrak bhai in one word, and he used the word perfectionist for you. So that
Yeah.
completely fits in. So it gets validated from every side there.
Yeah.
Nice. Chitrak bhai, you have been advocating this whole philosophy of minimalism. That is getting reflected in the way you dressing also, like the way you dress also. So you want to just throw some light on what you believe in minimalism?
So minimalism everyone follows. It is just a format and established thing. જેને વર્ડ મળે બાકી તમે વર્લ્ડમાં એપલ જુઓ ગૂગલ જુઓ કે મર્સિડીઝ જુઓ ઇવન આપણો બિઝનેસ બી જુઓ સો ધ મોર યુ રિફાઇન ઇન ધ કેટેગરીઝ વર્લ્ડમાં બી એટલે વર્કમાં બી એનું તમારો સ્કેલ વધારે ફાસ્ટ થાય સો મિનિમલિઝમ ઇઝ વોટ યુ કેન ફોકસ ઓન વન થિંગ અને એને એક્સપર્ટાઇઝ કરીને એનું ડીક ડાઉન કરીને એને સ્કેલ કરો જેની વેલ્યુ નથી આજે મારા માટે કદાચ રેડ શર્ટ પહેરવું તો એની વેલ્યુ નથી એનાથી કંઈ બહુ ફરક નથી પડતો અલ્ટિમેટલી હું કદાચ થોડો સારો લાગે છે એવું બને કોઈ માટે થઈને બટ દેટ ઇઝ નોટ ધ માય વેલ્યુ ઇઝ કે વોટ આઈ એમ સર્વિંગ ટુ ધ પીપલ કે મારો આ લાઈફમાં આવીને શું ચેન્જ કર્યું મેં વોટ થિંગ્સ આઈ એમ ચેન્જિંગ ઇન પીપલ્સ લાઈફ ઇન અ સિટીઝ લાઈફ દેટ ઇઝ ધ મેઇન બટ તો ગોલ એ છે બાકી બધી વસ્તુ સબસિડાઇઝ થઈ જાય ભાઈ ફૂડથી લઈ કપડાથી લઈ અને વર્કમાં બી એવું છે તમે એપલ જોશો તો આટલા ટેબલમાં એની પ્રોડક્ટ આવી જાય છે they are investing in other businesses but they don't do other businesses
correct they focus completely on
because
technology
owner નું જે ફોકસ છે હંમેશા એ એપલ હોય શિવાલિક હોય કે એબીસી બીજી કંપની હોય if the focus is on the same કે એક જ જગ્યા પર રહે તો chances of the growth are high
right
so that is the minimalism is the philosophy that's what I believe અને મને હમણાં ખબર પડી કે આવો વર્ડ બી છે otherwise I was using since when મેં 5 વર્ષ ખાલી વ્હાઇટ શર્ટ ને બ્લુ જીન્સ પહેર્યું હશે નાવ થોડું દીપાવલીના કારણે થોડું શોપિંગ કરે છે રોજ પણ બતાવે છે કે આ કીક છે ક્યાં નથી સો એટલીસ્ટ ધેર આર ફ્યુ કલર્સ ઇન સમ ઓફ ધ ટાઈમ ફેસ્ટિવલમાં કે એમાં બાકી આઈ સ્ટીલ લાઈક બ્લેક અને વ્હાઇટ બે જ રોડ છે એકમાં વ્હાઇટ નીકળે ને એકમાં બ્લેક નીકળે
શું વાત છે what is your thought process on his minimalist dressing sense
he's very clear in that okay, he doesn't want to take this thing he wants everything should be in a minimal level so black is the perfect color what he have selected it and I am very much opposition as in of minimalism
being a woman and into the whole world of creating gowns and so on
yeah so
nice.
I was in that glamour world so there doesn't in glamour world there is no minimalism
absolutely yes
but
great
that he is more into he only needs not everything and he needs the perfect color matching and everything so black is the perfect and the white
absolutely.
is the
absolutely and he rocks it very well as well
bright and brighter color when you start your day with the different white color of outfit which makes very much brighter and you get more motivated and energized
nice well this has been a phenomenal conversation so far. Now we're going to start with our rapid fire questions. So it's going to be 2 different kind of rapid fire questions this time. Some questions I'm going to ask you, some questions I'm going to ask you, and then at the end I'm going to ask questions, throw a question and both of you are supposed to answer it together at the same moment. So we want to see how much sync you are in or what the thought process matches in that particular question for you both or not. Alright, so we're going to ask the questions. We'll start with Dipali and you so that the lady leads. Tell me your favorite hobby.
Drinking tea
Is your favorite hobby? So yeah. Very nice.
I mean to say it's my creativity. I used to canvas painting. I used to do it, painting all types of painting and also that is
Nice. Your favorite book and why?
I'm not a very good reader and bookish. I'm not into that more of.
Okay.
But I haven't read anything, but I'm more into magazines.
Okay, and which one is your favorite one?
My all magazines that is related to the fashion and glamour.
I'm sure.
So all magazines.
Nice. Chitrak Shah as husband or Chitrak Shah as father?
He's both different. As father, is more into caring and soft, and as a husband, he is more caring. So,
He's not soft as a husband.
yeah, no.
Oh, you gave it out. Sorry, I lost it. Okay, minimalism for you, yes or no?
No, not for me.
Yes, I think we got gathered that from before. If not developer, what could Chitrak Bhai would be like as excellent if not a developer?
Do I have to see because everyone tells that he is good in the sales and marketing and everything. So everyone is knowing it that he is good in that.
So sales is his thing, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's marketing strategies and everything. He's best in that.
Correct. One word to describe Chitrak Bhai.
One word to describe Chitrak. That is very difficult.
He's so dynamic,
As in-
one word would not fit for him.
As a partner, like a friend, that is
So, okay, so a friend. Okay.
friend. Yeah.
All right. Your favorite activity that you do with your son?
With my son, when there is holidays on Saturdays, my son have an habit of having food at 12 o'clock. So that is the best time. We both only are there in whole house, no servants, nothing. And we are there in the kitchen and we talk each and everything what happened in his life. That is in the school and tuitions with the friends and everyone over around them. So that is the best time what I have with my son.
Your us time. Great. And your favorite style of dressing, Indian or Western?
Not the Indian Western.
The Western.
Western.
Great. Okay. All right. Now we come to Chitrak Bhai. Your favorite travel destination?
Dubai.
Dubai. Taral also likes Dubai the most. What's your favorite cuisine?
India.
India.
Gujarati.
Gujarati in particular. Very nice. Your best friend in real estate industry?
Check se bhi ho, yes.
Jakshabi or Yashvi or Brahmbhat. Great. Your role model in real estate industry?
As a brand, I would like Shobha.
Shobha.
They are backward, forward integration, and they are very specific and then quality level.
Absolutely.
Subtle.
And they've created a huge, respectable brand also.
Yes.
It's one of the most trusted real estate brand of the country.
Yes.
One word to describe Taral Bhai.
Very disciplined, and I would say my 99% of his works on him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so discipline is his thing.
You can say a CEO of a Shivalik as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. One word to describe Dipali Bhai.
My mom, you can say, the way she takes care.
Wow. So caring. Nice. Your favorite Hollywood movie?
I'm not more into Hollywood. That be nothing.
Okay. And your favorite Bollywood movie?
I get motivated in the Indian movie Guru.
Good. Okay. Wow. Inspirational story. Yes, absolutely. Okay. As I said, I'm gonna now ask a question, throw a question, and immediately, rapidly, instantly, you are supposed to tell who it is. Okay. All right. So between you two? Okay. Who's more social?
He.
Okay. All right. Who likes shopping more?
Oh, it's
Well,
always
well,
me.
your parent. Who is more short-tempered?
That I have to accept.
See, I could see it on Chitrak Bhai's expression that I know it's her, but I don't want to say it.
No, he can't be a culprit.
All right. And who's more organized between you two? Acha, so you both are pointing at each other.
Silan sir.
Acha, okay, all right, okay.
He
Sorry.
is more organized. There should be only one thing over here. If anything is there, then he doesn't like it. So.
Okay, so he has that OCD thing. All
Not
right.
the OCD, but he needs like everything. One thing you have kept it over here, and best.
Very particular about it. Right. Who likes to travel more?
Not both of us, not in travel, but I.
I
Comparatively.
traveled forcefully and she likes to travel more.
Okay, so she calls the shots on that. Okay, and you were dragged along with her. All right. Who's more foodie?
He's more foodie. That's
And you would agree with
100%.
that? Okay, all right. And your son, they is dad's boy or mom's boy?
Oh, he's very manipulative. He's
Depends what he wants.
Kids are smart nowadays.
Yeah, but he's mom's.
He's mom's boy. Okay, as a boy, so
So he asked only two things with Papa.
right,
Papa, mummy kya hai and Papa Maharaj who is.
right.
That's how the
Fair enough. He's very clear about his thought processes.
Yeah.
All right. I think this brings us to the end of track conversation. It's been lovely talking to both of you, and I just cannot be thankful enough for both of you to be here at the same time. Thank you so much. All right. So as our tradition, we're gonna give you a small gift of appreciation for being here. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Dipali Van, and thank you so much, Chitrak.
Thank
bhai.
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with us through this episode of Track Conversations. Hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did. Please do like this video and share your feedback with us. And also follow us on our social media. Our handles are The Real Estate Connect, TREC, both on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you once again.